Hello everybody, welcome back to Beware the Terrible. Today we have a new deck for you called I actually forgot to name this deck, so we are featuring Dragonite and Drampa. So I can actually call this deck the Dragon Gale deck, or maybe the Hurricane Launcher deck. So I'll call it the Hurricane Launcher. So our Hurricane Launcher features our Dragonite from Evolving Skies. Dragonite V has a Dragon Gale attack, allowing you to do 250 damage for only 2 water and 1 lightning energy cost. You can use a Melanie, you can use your Froslass Frostover ability to charge up with those 2 water energy cards. And then for that lightning, we have 2 copies of our basic lightning energy. We also have our Aurora, because Aurora allows us to charge up not only our Dragonite's 1 lightning cost, we also get to charge up that fighting energy cost for our Drampa. So Drampa is a very good combo with our Dragonite, because Dragonite's Dragon Gale, you actually have to damage all of your bench Pokemon by 20 with your Dragon Gale attack. That means after doing this attack, you have the recoil, but having that recoil actually helps us because Drampa allows you to do an extra 90 damage if your bench Pokemon has any damage counters on them. So if any of your bench Pokemon has any damage counters on them, you get to do 160 damage with your Drampa for only a water energy and a fighting. So you get to attach a fighting from your hand and Froslass for that water energy card from your discard pile to get that extra energy card. So that is how we are trying to play this deck. We also have our Scoop Up Nets to get out to recycle our Froslass Frostover ability. We also have our Stormy Mountain, 4 copies of our Level Ball to get out either our Snorunt or our Froslass. Obviously, Level Ball is there for our Snorunt Froslass only. Froslass evolution card, we don't need evolution intense because it is 90 HP, but we don't get to get out our Drampa with our Level Ball. Drampa is 120 HP, so Level Ball only allows us to get out our water type Pokemon. So we also have Quick Balls and our Sonia, and also Stormy Mountain to get out our basic Dragon type Pokemons. So 1 Stormy, 4 Quick Balls, and 3 Sonias to get out our basic Pokemons. And we also have 1 Air Balloon, 2 Sonias. So 1 Air Balloon, 2 Bird Keepers, and 1 Switch for the Retreat, just because we need to sometimes we may need to switch out our Dragonite V from the active spot just to protect it, or maybe to prevent a Galar Mine stall or something like that, so that we actually get to do attack turn after turn with at least 160 damage, because this is what we intend to do. If they Crushing Hammer you, if you can't attack with your Dragonite on your next turn, you can at least charge up your Drampa with only 2 energies to attack 160 damage. So we are trying to do a lot of damage with only as few amount of energy cards as we can with our Drampa. We have 3 copies of each. We have 3 copies of Drampa and 4 copies of our Dragonite V card. So we are actually using our Dragonite V as our main attacker to start with, and then use Drampa to collect those extra knockouts with our 160 damage Berserk attack. So this is how strong this deck is. We have also our Alistair, 1 copy of Avery, and 3 copies of Research and 3 Marnies in this deck, 3 copies of our Melanie, and also 1 Raihan. So Raihan allows us to fast charge either our Dragonite or our Drampa by attaching a water or a fighting energy card from our discard pile to either one of these Pokemons. We can even attach a lightning energy from our discard pile to our bench Dragonite if we already have them in the discard pile. Obviously, we only have 2 copies of our basic energy cards. We have 8 copies of our basic water energy because we need to discard this with our to be able to use our Melanie and Frostover ability. So we need a lot of water energy cards in the discard pile. So that is why we have a lot of water energy cards here. We also have a lot of Aurora energy cards. Aurora allows us to discard our basic energy cards. It allows us to do a lot of things. So Aurora also allows you to get that extra that extra type of energy. If you have for example, if you have already a lightning and a water type energy attached to your Dragonite, you actually get to Aurora for that extra water energy. If you have a water energy attached to your Drampa, you get to Aurora for that fighting energy card. If you don't have that basic energy in your in your hand or something like that. We also have 1 copy of Boss Order to be able to buff this deck. We also have 1 Ordinary Rod to shuffle back our Froslass or our Drampa back into the deck, and also our basic energy cards as well. So I suppose that's all for the deck review. We have 2 copies of Crobat as well. So that's all. Let's go ahead for gameplay. As I said, I forgot to name this deck, so it's new deck 78 for now. I'll just call it the Hurricane Launcher or something. A lot of things to sort out, you're bound to miss something. So on the last episode, if you guys checked out the last one, I actually forgot the music, and I had to quickly turn it on at the last minute, quickly find it and turn it on at the last minute. I actually have the playlist already done. I just forgot where I left off on the last video, so I actually have to track back where it ended. So that's just like the nitty-gritty. You guys probably don't need to know that, but here we have our Dragonite as our first active, very strong. A strong position we are in here. And we also have our Aurora with that water energy card. That is super lovely. A supporter, a strong supporter as well to start with. Are we going first or second? So we are going second as well. Oh my gosh, this is the best hand ever. So we are up against a grass type. And we got 4 cards. Wow. They had to draw a mulligan. That is fabulous. Oh dear, it's a Duran deck. Oh god, that's bad. Okay, this is... Oh, thank god. Thank god they had something else. I thought it's a pure Duran deck. I mean, it should be a pure Duran deck. You shouldn't be playing any other cards if you're playing a Durant, because you don't actually have the space for other cards if you are planning to mill your opponent to death. Unless you have some other, you know, attackers as well. I don't think that's wise though. It's better to just focus on one thing at a time. So we have our Froslass in hand. I'm not sure if I want to discard that many cards from my... We have a Rod, yeah, we have a Rod, so I don't think it's that big a deal to discard that Froslass. We have 2 more Froslass in the deck. Let's hope it is in the deck. We have no cards now, so that's bad. No supporter cards to draw. We only have that Sonia for Crobat though. We have Crobat in this deck. So we get to use Froslass the next turn, and that Aurora actually helps us because we don't have lightning in our hand. And they discarded our lightning. What are the odds? Okay, we got Froslass now. We shouldn't have attached that water energy card just because we discarded quite a lot just now. I forgot about that. So I'm just gonna... I don't know if I want to boss order that thing. I think it's wiser just to get a Crobat now. I'm just gonna do that because we have like very few cards in our hand. It is like crucial for us to Crobat right now. We could actually do it the next turn though. So Drampa is ready to go for the next turn. If we have a Raihan, if they knock us out the next turn, they probably can't do that. But if we have another Froslass and an Aurora, we got Aurora as well. It's very easy to get out your special energy cards into your hand. They turn out very easily, you know. In the standard format, not in the expanded. I'm not sure about expanded. I don't play expanded a lot anymore because of Ultra Necrozma, guys. One word. Ultra Necrozma. That deck just basically hogged the game, and you got your ADP as well. ADP plus Ultra Necrozma is like broken times 1,000. So that deck basically just steal the whole game, and it's not fun anymore to play expanded, you know. Everyone just play it for wins. They don't play it for creativity anymore. So we got our supporter cards. That's perfect. We actually don't need to do anything. We won the game. So that was a quick win there. Oh well, we don't get to see our Drampa using Berserk, but at least we won the game. So Berserk, hopefully we get to show it the next turn, the next game. Berserk is very strong because you do 160 damage for only 2 energy costs, and you get to use Froslass as well. As I said, you have your Aurora energy cards in this deck. And we also have, and it's also a basic Pokemon as well. Basic Pokemon means you actually get to, you know, you don't have to evolve it, find out your stage 2 Pokemon. Usually if you do 160, you need at least a stage 1 Pokemon to do that much with only 2 energies. So Drampa is actually quite strong. It's the new Throh. If you guys are not familiar with that card, Throh from the theme deck, from the Groudon theme deck, actually does the same thing for 2 energy costs as well, 1 fighting and 1 colorless. If you have any damage counter on your bench Pokemon, you actually do 90 more damage for that attack. But it does, I think it's Vital Throw. So it does 30 damage, 30 base damage plus 90 if you have any damage counters on your bench Pokemon. So here comes 3 Shadow Riders. Okay, we have Alistair, that is perfect. We have a lot of cards in our hand. I am very, very happy. So we have 13 supporter cards. 13 supporter cards in this deck. I'm glad to say that. So should we get a Drampa now? Let's just use Alistair. Okay, we're gonna discard one. I think I'm gonna get Drampa later. Might be wiser to get it now though. I don't think they can knock us out the next turn. Not possible. We have a Melanie. We have a Raihan for Drampa later. So we have a Melanie and an Aurora. We can attack the next turn. They actually can't attack yet. They have no Cresselia. They go first. So that's perfect. If you go second with a Cresselia Shadow Rider VMAX deck, I mean, you have a very high chance of winning. But if that Cresselia doesn't show up in time, and if you don't go second with an air balloon as well, then you know you're pretty much screwed unless you get a lot of Articunos and a lot of your psychic energy cards as well. You need that psychic energy. If you're playing Crobat, you actually hog the bench space as well. So if you eat up too much bench space, you can't play enough Articunos to add that much energy cards to your to all of your Pokemons in play, essentially adding enough damage to do a knockout fast enough to do much with your Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX deck. Because Shadow Rider is a very, very slow deck. Super slow unless you get your Cresselia, unless you have, you know, this card showing up at the right time with those energy cards. Cresselia discarded. Here comes another Articuno. Finally, they get to use it. They can still scoop it up and use the ability once more. That Crobat is gonna do a lot, is gonna do a lot to buffer them because you can't scoop up a V card. You can't discard. There's no more Giovanni's Exile. There is a Serena V on the next on the next expansion. So the next set, there's gonna be a Serena V that allows you to discard your bench Pokemon for extra damage. So the attack allows you to do more damage if you discard for each Pokemon card that you discard from your bench. So it's quite strong in that sense, but they just martied us. Oh god. Wow. Okay, we still have our water energy card, so we don't need to worry too much, I suppose. Let's hope we get to attack this turn. If we get a Melanie, that would be great. If we don't, then I'm pretty sure we would get a Froslass. At least. Should we use a Scoop Up Net? I think I'm just gonna save it. Come on for... Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna concede there. That was too unlucky. I'm sorry guys. I cannot stand a bad hand. I just can't do it. They were like perfectly set up and we are totally destroyed with that Melanie back into the deck. No Melanies, no Raihan, no nothing. Not even a Froslass. We got 4 level balls, guys. 4 level balls. 3 Froslass. So the fact that we can't even attack on our first turn, on our second turn is ridiculous because we got so many synergy, so much synergy in this deck. Oh, a Duck Trio. That's interesting. It could be a Urshifu deck. A Rapid Strike Urshifu Stage 1 Pokemon deck. Featuring a lot of Rapid Strike cards, but you never know, they could just use a Duck Trio for the main attacker. But Duck Trio doesn't do much though. You gotta flip a lot of coins for the attack. If you flip all heads, you get to prevent all effects of attack and damage done to that Pokemon on your opponent's next turn, but that doesn't actually do much. So we can't use a Melanie now. I'm just gonna use a Crobat. Okay, no Snorunt. That's fabulous. That's just great. So we can't attach that one. I think I'm just gonna hope for a Lightning Aurora. Aurora is good, I suppose. Should we just knock out the Remoraid? I think I'm just gonna do that. I don't think they can knock us out the next turn. So let's hope Duck Trio doesn't come out yet. Level Ball actually gets them via Duck Trio. Octillery as well. If they evolve the Octillery, then we might be dead actually. 2 heads is all they need. 2 heads is a lot though. Let's hope they don't get it. Sorry about that. So here comes another Diglett. So they are playing full Diglett, full on Diglett. Come on, no, oh come on, are you kidding? Are you kidding? So we got a Froslass at least. We have no water in the discard pile though. We are dead. What are we gonna do? Oh my god. This is ridiculous. No energies. Oh my goodness. What the hell? I'm not gonna play this game. I'm not gonna play that. No energy cards. Jeez. We can't win against a 1 price deck, I'm sorry to say, but there's no way we can win that. It's a 1 price deck, they flip a lot of coins, and I just know they're gonna flip all heads. I just know they're gonna flip all heads. So we're up against a Tapu Lily coin. Not sure what they're playing here. EV deck box. We were off with a good start and then it just declined real fast. With the Shadow Rider and the stupid Duck Trio with the 2 heads. Oh my god. I hate this game. So we're gonna play our Dragonite here. We got Aurora at least, finally showing up the right time. Stupid Aurora. So Regieleki is gonna help us because they are doing damage to our bench, but we are actually doing it as well with our Dragonite. So it's actually wiser to just attack with our Drampa if they use Regieleki first, but I don't think they're gonna do that. So it's actually we actually have to attack with Dragonite first. Otherwise, they're just gonna try and attack with a Tornadus or something. Sorry, Thunderous or something else. Marnie, research. Okay, Drampa. That one. Water energy card. Should we discard the water? I'm really vying for a... We have no more rods in the deck, so it's wiser just to discard a quick ball. We have 4 Dragonite, so we don't need Dragonite anymore because it's a V card. We're up against a 1 price deck, so it's better just to discard it. We have 4 anyways. So we got a Bird Keeper for the next turn. Oh well. No switch card, no air balloon. Path to the peak. So we used up our Crobat. We have 1 Stormy Mountain in this deck, so we can still use that other Crobat if we get out our stadium in time. Here comes Dragonite, and we get to attach an extra to that one. Discard the quick ball obviously, and We can't use a Melanie until... Oh, they just let us win. Okay. So we can't use a Melanie until we discard that water. That means we're gonna have to either wait for... Either use a different support card or wait for that Dragonite to get knocked out. Or maybe another Alistair. Or Quick Ball for the water discard or something like that. Because you actually get to draw cards with your Melanie as well. So you can discard your water and hope to draw, you know, pray that you'll draw another energy card. So they get to draw, so they get to attach 2 energy cards in a single turn. We got 2 Dragonites, we're just gonna put 1. So Sonia for those 2 single price card, Snorant and Drampa. We pump out these new decks so fast, I don't have time to keep up. Thanks, man. It's interest, you know. If you have the interest to do it, you just pump things out quite fast. I don't think it's that. It's not that creative though. These decks that I'm making currently is not really that creative because I ran out of a lot of ideas. I think the Flareon one was the most successful one, not in terms of the video views, but in terms of performance and also success rate of the deck and also the creativity, because I never used Ball Guy for a VMAX before, you know. Ball Guy for a VMAX is like unheard of. So these decks are, you know, it's really I'm trying to make them powerful, not really that creative, but it is, you know, it is something quite different though, because you've never seen a Dragonite used with a Drampa, and I'm trying to make Drampa work, and it's not really that powerful, you know. It's not perfect. If you churn things out very fast, there is always a compromise, you know. If it's super fast, then it's not really that powerful. If it's super powerful, it's gonna be super, it takes a long time to perfect. That's why, you know, my past videos, they have a higher success rate, but I don't get enough views, enough watch times. That's why I think I had to do one every day. I had to force myself. Thanks, man. I try to make them as fun as possible, but fun doesn't always cut it, you know. You have to be... It's really difficult because sometimes the game just makes sure you have a bad hand and you can't really get around that, you know. It's just impossible to get around a bad hand. So we're up against a Blastoise VMAX. Blastoise VMAX. I'm just gonna put that inactive. I think there should really be a format though. There should really be a format that allows you to play any card you want, you know, that allows you to experiment and have fun with the deck. Just have fun with the game rather than just obsess about winning. Because in the standard format, in the expanded as well, nowadays in the expanded as well, which I'm very, very disappointed to say, everyone is just concerned about winning the game. They don't care about creativity. They don't care about making fun decks. They don't care about experimenting and trying new things, you know, just making the game fun and putting your own flavor into it, you know. It's just, I don't know, everyone just wants to win these days. I mean, it's fine some of the times, you know. Sometimes winning, some days you have you have that vibe where you just want to win. I get that, but not all the time. Like, come on. So we got to attack with that one at least. We got Drampa. Should we get Drampa? I don't think Drampa is that strong for this deck. I'm just gonna get Drampa. I really want you guys to see that this silly little thing can do attacks as well. So just for the sake of that Berserk attack, I'll just call out a Drampa and sacrifice that Dragonite. Although we are facing a VMAX card, a Water type VMAX. But we are gonna need 2 hits anyways. I think it's 330 HP, so 330 is not enough. 2 hits is not enough with your Berserk attack. You need either a Leon or a Choice Band. Sorry, Vitality Band. I keep calling Vitality Band Choice Band. So Vitality Band or a Zigzagoon or something. 11 wins a day and 2,000 points in the season. See lots of first turn win decks expanded. Yeah, all the rewards. I suppose that's why people keep playing the OP decks. But I mean, I do that as well. I play Zacian on expanded just to collect those wins. But oh my gosh, what am I doing here? I got a little distracted. But I mean, you see a lot of people doing it all the time. Like not just for once or twice. Not just to collect those 11 wins. I mean, some days you get paired with all of the same decks: Corviknight VMAX, Bronzong, Cheryl, Togekiss, and all of those Bliss AVs, all the same decks over and over and over and over. Like nobody ever challenges themselves. Sometimes you get lucky and you get paired with someone with some sense of humor, some sense of creativity in their bones. I was paired against a Altaria, the Tempting Tunes Altaria with the, I keep talking a lot. Shred is gonna help me here, I think. Shred, yep. So Tempting Tunes Altaria with the, oh dang it, I should have used Scoop of Net. I should have used Scoop of Net, but we already charged up our Pokemons anyways, that's fine. So that Altaria works really well with the Charizard. Leon's Charizard with the Blaze. Royal Blaze attack. Altaria allows you to put any supporter card on the top of a deck, and then Leon's Charizard has the ability Battle Sense that allows you to discard all other cards from the top 3 of your deck that you do not put into your hand. You actually get to select any one from the top 3, put it into your hand, and discard the other 2. So that means you actually get to not only draw extra cards, but also discard extra Leons with your Altaria. So Leon, Altaria, Charizard is a good combo. I actually thought of it, but I didn't make the deck in time. I got caught up with other things. I actually forgot about that combo completely, and I got paired up with someone smart enough to make a strong deck out of that Altaria combo, and I have to give it to them because they make it like very, the synergy was perfect. I forgot what other cards they put. I think a Jirachi Amazing Star as well. Amazing Jirachi, Altaria, and a lot of other cool supporter cards that actually make it really strong. Stoutland Arf Bug deck. Try to play every day. Arf Bug is interesting. Arf Bug, discard an energy card from your opponent's active Pokemon, I think. Yeah. Keep building fun decks, man. It's you know, it takes a lot of guts, and it takes a lot of hard work as well. You know, I really have a lot of respect for those people who take the time and try to make something of their own. You know, it takes a lot to do that. So you know, I respect you for that. I'm gonna discard Snorunt. Should I discard a Snorunt? I really want to use that Drampa, but oh well. I don't think we need a Snorunt anymore. We should use a Melanie. Oh my god, we have no bench position. We have no bench spot. That stupid Crobat took everything. So I'm just gonna find energy card to attach. I don't need my Snorunt anymore. Frost over is useless now. We actually need it now, but we have a Raihan, so we just need that fighting energy card. Fighting or Aurora. We are already 2 Aurora down, so they're probably gonna knock us out the next turn with a Melanie. 160 is enough. They actually put Aurora back into our hand, so forcing us to discard that other card if we want to attack, or either to find another lightning energy card. Stoutland Arf Bug. That is That is very interesting. But that's expanded though. If I'm not mistaken, that is expanded because I think it's Cosmic Eclipse. I'm not sure. So I don't think they have a Melanie in their deck. Probably have no Melanies, I suppose. So there are a lot of Pokemons that has abilities that activates when you evolve them, kind of like Whip-and-Bell, Stoutland, and a lot of cool cards. There is a new Stoutland as well from Evolving Skies. Intimidating Fang that allows you to do less, that force your opponents, that protects your Pokemon from, that actually reduces the amount of damage your opponent's active Pokemon does to all of your Pokemon by 30 if you have that Stoutland in your active spot, which is, I don't think is a good deal, but if they use a Rapid Strike though, it's gonna do a lot though. Yeah, if they use a Rapid Strike, that card is gonna do a lot because it reduces by 30 to all. So if they have a Passimian and a Telescopic Sight, at least you can, deactivate one Telescopic Sight or the bench Passimian, one of each. So I mean one or the other, not both. But it's only 30, it doesn't do much. If they have a Kyogre with Telescopic Sight, if you play a full one price deck with that Stoutland, then they are only doing 50 damage to all of your Pokemon with that amazing Surge attack. So that Stoutland could do, probably win against that Kyogre deck. But other than that, I don't see a lot of potential for that card. But we're talking about a different Stoutland, my bad. 3 Stoutlands cycling onto the beach with Arf Bark. Scoop up that. Completely destroys energies, but anyways, let's see what to play. I don't quite like expanded format. As I said, people love that Necrozma, Ultra Necrozma. I hate that card. Ultra Necrozma over and over and over. I keep meeting that deck. So if I try to make like a strong deck and I play it in the expanded format, they're gonna pair me with an Ultra Necrozma. They are gonna pair me with an Ultra Necrozma. Whatever I do, they're just gonna do that. So I suppose it's the same with standard. If you win enough games, they're just gonna pair you with an overpowered deck. It's always the same with any game, I suppose. It's an added challenge as well, so maybe I will go back to expanded when I'm ready. But as of now, I don't think I am. I just prefer to stay in my comfort zone for now, which is the standard format. So I think that's all. But share your deck list to the comments below, or if you want, just just share ideas wherever you want, because it's important that you engage with the community, and if everyone talks around and shares ideas, then it's gonna make a difference. I don't like the game to keep being the same over and over. I want people to challenge themselves. So we got Froslass, I suppose. Yeah, Scoop Up Net is gonna do a lot for that deck. Devolution Spray as well, because you are playing the expanded. Devolution Spray Z doesn't do much, because if you have a turf field, if you can play a turf field, I shouldn't have done that. Should I have done that? Oh well. If you play a turf field, if you play a grass deck, a grass evolution card, grass evolution ability like Weepinbell or a Flapple, then turf field and the Scoop Up Net is going to do a lot for us. Scoop Up Net actually doesn't do anything for Flapple, my bad. We have no water energy card in the discard pile, 1 water. So let's just discard Quick Ball. Okay, I'm gonna prepare. You're gonna knock me out the next turn. I hate Malamar. Jesus. Malamar can knock out anything. If they have Chinchino, they can knock out anything. Like, you wouldn't believe this deck. You wouldn't believe this deck. This tiny little pathetic little Malamar could knock out anything. Destroys energy. There aren't a lot of decks that destroys energy, you know. You could even think about Lycanroc GX. Lycanroc GX is a GX though. That means you're gonna have to sacrifice those 2 prize cards. But with Boost Shake, you know, if you have a Boost Shake, so it doesn't seem like they have a good hand, so I suppose they just conceded. So Boost Shake actually does a lot for stage 2s now. If you haven't seen my Luxray deck, I made a Luxray Zoroark deck. The commentary wasn't that good, but the deck list that I made was quite strong. But we don't have rare candies for that deck, so it might be wise to add 1 or 2 rare candies to that deck, just because standard decks are very fast and you can't actually afford to pass the turn only evolving to a stage 1 without attacking, you know, and hoping they don't rapid strike G-Max flow you the next turn. So with stage 2s, you actually have your Boost Shake now. That means you actually get to evolve to stage 2 much easier, much faster. You can even use your Evolution Intent, evolve evolve your stage 1 and then Boost Shake for the stage 2 on a single turn. So that's how powerful it is. It's an additional rare candy in your deck. You can have 4 rare candies and 4 Boost Shakes for the same effect. So Boost Shake does a lot. It's like the Wally card, but the bad thing is you have to pass the turn though. Your turn ends after using the Boost Shake, kind of like Camping Gear, the same as Dream Gift. Sylveon V, Dream Gift. I'm not sure why I can't pronounce that properly. So we got a Crobat. I'm just gonna put that one just so I can use my Crobat. I have 2 Crobats in this deck, so pretty confident that I can get it with my Sonia. Here comes Crobat. Yeah, we're gonna pass the turn. So they're gonna kill something. We actually have to evolve 2 Froslass. We have to evolve 2 Froslass. Otherwise, Max Phantom and Dragon Gale. Dragon Gale is gonna knock out our own Snorunt if we don't evolve both the Snorunts. Well, either one actually, because they can't actually do 8 damage counters. They need 8 damage counters for us to be able to guarantee, for them to be able to guarantee a Snorunt knockout without, you know, without a single Froslass evolution. Sorry, without a double Froslass evolution. We got Melanie, we got Crobat, we got a lot of things. I don't think I'm gonna Crobat. We really need that bench for something else. Yeah, we really need that bench for something else. But if I use Dragon Gale without the Snorunt, I'm dead. Three prize cards. I don't like the sound of that. Okay, we have no choice but to put it on hold. We are just gonna put our Dragonite on hold. We need Froslass though. We have 3 level balls, 2 Froslass. I'm just gonna do that. If my Crobat doesn't help me, then at least I... Oh my god, we actually can't do that. Oh well. Okay, we got level ball, thank god. Thank god. Okay, we're gonna Froslass for... Oh dear, we only have that one. We only have that one energy card. I thought I could use it for Drampa. Oh well. We can't use Melanie for Drampa. Dang it. Now we're gonna have to use a research to discard 2 Dragonites. Oh my god, I hate this. What are we gonna do? We have to use the research. We have to. We got another Froslass, that's good. Okay, we got a scoop up net. We have no more Dragonites though. One last Dragonite, but it's in like... Oh dear. It might actually be smarter not to scoop that up. But, well, they're gonna knock out the Froslass anyway, so... I'm just saving one Froslass card without the Snorunt. Oh wow. Dragapult. So they need 2 hits to knock out 3 to get 3 prize cards. We also need 2 hits to get 3 prize card, but they are hitting first. So they're collecting their prize card first. And we don't actually need our Dragonite because it's only 320. If they don't heal their Dragapult, we can actually get out 2 Drampas. 2 more Drampas for the knockout. But we need our Raihan and Froslass though. So no Froslass, that's bad. That's super bad. They use their Marnie, that means they actually... Yeah, I don't think we can win this game. We need a level ball Froslass. We should have kept... Definitely should have kept that Froslass. Well, they're gonna knock it out, my bad. We can't scoop it up on the next turn because they're gonna destroy the Froslass probably. Ay ay ay. We can't win this game anymore. Dang it, Drampa. Come on, Raihan. Okay, we got something from the deck. We shuffled the deck at least. So let's hope Alistair gets us something. Come on, Alistair. Yes, we got a Snorunt. Froslass. So we have no more Crobats in the deck. I think... Thank you, you got a good deck as well. Quick ball. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna discard lightning. Should I? I don't want to. I don't think I have a choice here. Yeah, whatever, Alistair. Okay, here comes water energy card, and we got our fighting as well. And we got that one for the recycle. And I suppose that's it. We got 3 prize cards. So hopefully that helps us do something. Dragapult is gonna do double knockout the next turn. Another double knockout is all they need. We can't win this game, guys. We cannot win this game. So 2 more strikes is all they need. We also need 2 more strikes. They are striking first. First strike, unless we get another scoop up net, which we don't have in this deck. We don't have that many scoop up, only 2, and we used up all of them. Oh my gosh, Inteleon. Bye bye, Snorunt. Yeah, we're dead. No Snorunt, we cannot attack without Snorunt. We have a... Oh my god. We have a Raihan though, but that's only enough for 1 strike. At least we get to hit with Berserk once. So at least you guys saw that. 1 Berserk. I'm happy with 1 Berserk. 1 Berserk for 160 damage, killing a Dragapult VMAX. Killing a Dragapult VMAX. There we go, in the discard pile. Dead Dragapult. Dead Dragapult, guys. We have its head in the wall. At least we have 1 head in the wall. They've got like a lot of heads on their wall, but oh well. I'm just gonna concede. Oh my god. Let's see if we can get a Raihan. I'm very interested to use another Berserk. I'm quite happy to play the game as long as I get a Raihan. No Raihan, okay. Oh well. We only have that one Raihan in this deck. 3 Melanies for our Dragonite V. 1 Raihan for Drampa. Froslass for either Dragonite or Drampa. 3 Froslass and 2 Scoop Up Nets. Too many Crobats probably. We should definitely not put that much Crobats in this deck. Probably replace a Crobat with another supporter card. I'm not sure how long we've been going for. So 46 minutes. A few more games, 1 or 2 more games. This is quite a quite funny deck really. If they play a VMAX, then if we hit first, we can win. I don't know really. It's not very strategic, but it's just fun to play, you know. It's not very strategic because you're doing 250 and 160. It doesn't really add up nicely. The Kyogre deck that I made, at least it does something, you know. If you can attack with 1 Kyogre, amazing Kyogre, after doing your first Dragon Gale against a VMAX, then at least you can knock out a VMAX on the bench and an active Fire type maybe, or maybe a few of their Minchinos on their bench, a few 1 price cards on their bench, 80 HP or less. We have no Telescopic Sight for that deck, so that deck is a little bit strategic, but it is quite difficult to play as well, just because you have that. Oh shit, what did I do? I should have got a Snorunt. Oh well. Rod. We're gonna have to research. Come on, Snorunt. We need a Snorunt. Snorunt. Okay. 2 Snorunts in the deck. We have a Level Ball for another Snorunt. Whatever. We have a lot of Froslass anyways. 3 Froslass. So here comes a Crobat. 1 last bench spot. Not gonna waste it. We have 4 supporter cards. If they Marnie us, it's gonna be super bad. Here comes Houndoom. Houndoom for 200 damage. If they have a single strike on their hand, it's 200 damage. 180. It's still not enough though. 200 is still not enough, thank God. Unless they have a Leon by some miraculous chance. Umbreon VMAX. Is their second turn. Wow. So they can actually draw out our Crobat, knock it out. We have a Avery, so if they play another Houndoom, another Houndour, then at least we get to discard 1. Avery is gonna be good against a Rapid Strike deck. A Rapid Strike, obviously Eternatus, but Rapid Strike decks, you know, with those Blaziken, Zeraora, Sylveon, all the different types, you know, all the different Urshifu VMAX, Octillery, Malamar, what have you, all of the different Rapid Strike Pokemons. You get to discard until they have 3 bench Pokemons remaining. That's super strong. If they play a lot of Chinchinos, Drizzile as well. Drizzile is gonna be dead. No more shady dealings, no more quick shooting, no more abilities to help them. 3 bench Pokemon is still enough though to do a lot of damage to your opponent. So let's hope we get an Aurora at least. We got a Fighting Energy card. Oh great, we got our Lightning, perfect. Okay, we got Froslass, but oh, we have that. We actually have it. Should we play it now? Let's just play it now so we actually give them the dilemma to either knock out our Drampa or our Dragonite. Obviously, they're gonna knock out Dragonite because it does more damage, but Dragonite actually has the recoil as well. If you do 250, you have to deal 20 damage to all of your bench Pokemon. So that is quite a big, it's quite a big disadvantage, honestly. But for us, it actually does something because Drampa does extra damage, as you guys already know. Single Strike Umbreon. Urshifu. Single Strike Urshifu. I love this card. Nobody uses it. Well, obviously he's using it, but nobody uses it that much. But with the post rotation coming on, I think it's it's shining quite fine. It's still losing against Rapid Strike Urshifu. I played my Rapid Strike deck against the Single Strike Urshifu, and it's not that Single Strike is still not that powerful. It still falls short against Rapid Strike cards. So I'm just gonna use a Avery. Birdkeeper would help though. Should I use Avery or Birdkeeper? That's Avery later, maybe? I think Avery now. We have to Avery now. We have to sacrifice an energy card. So sacrificing that is actually fabulous. It fits with our strategy because we get to recycle that one with our Froslass Melanie later on if we need to. We don't actually need energy cards as of yet unless they use a Crushing Hammer. So, oh shit, we can't retreat. Ah! Umbreon! Dang it! Oh! Oh, they discarded Crobat. Oh my god. I made a mistake. I thought they had 5 bench Pokemons. I thought they had 5 bench Pokemons. My bad, guys. Now they have 3 Houndooms, and we couldn't attack, and they have an Umbreon. Oh my goodness. That was stupid. That was real stupid. But at least the game is a little bit more fun now. We need 2 strikes to knock out the VMAX. We need 1 strike to knock out the V, but they're probably going to evolve into a VMAX. We have 1 boss order in this deck, 1 boss order for a Houndoom knockout. So Houndoom, we can actually knock it out with our Drampa because it's only 130 HP, so Drampa actually does the trick. Boss order Drampa helps us collect the last prize card after a Umbreon VMAX knockout. So Umbreon VMAX with those 2 cards, if they don't boss order us now, and then another Drampa. Oh god. Another Drampa for a Houndoom knockout. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna use my Crobat. I'm gonna use Crobat to attack. Come on, Crobat. Discard a Snorant. I think I'm gonna leave my supporter cards. Yeah, I can't use a Birdkeeper. So that's the good thing about Aurora Energy is you can attack with any of your Pokemons. You can attack with the Dene GX, Eldegoss. Eldegoss is colorless energy cost, by the way, so you can attack regardless with the Eldegoss. But with your Crobat, with your Kricketune, obviously Kricketune doesn't do much, but at the right time, it does something. If you have like Flaffies on your bench and a Aurora Energy card, you can actually use your Kricketune to attack, and if you're lucky, you can do 160 damage by attaching only 1 energy from your hand, 1 Aurora, and using your Flaffies Dino Motor for that Kricketune. If you can switch it into the active spot on the same turn, that is. Boss order. Oh god. No, man. Don't do that. 160. Oh god. We could do it. We could knock out the Umbreon. Ahaha. They haven't evolved, guys. So all we need is a boss order now. Boss order knock out the Houndoom. And we're good to go. Raihan for a boss order, maybe? We don't need a Raihan. Oh, we can actually Raihan though. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Raihan. I'm gonna Aurora for a discard. And then I'm gonna discard my Crobat. I don't think I need a Lightning anymore. Oh my gosh. I don't think that was wise. I should have discarded a Fighting Energy card actually. That wasn't smart. Okay, this is a bit scary now because I shouldn't have done that. I should have got another Dragonite just because... Oh well. If we have a boss order in the deck, should we get a boss order? They're probably gonna Marnie us anyways. How many Marnie have they used? No Marnie yet. Wow, okay. Definitely gonna Marnie us. Boss order, really? Do we have items to shuffle the deck? We have Quick Ball, Level Ball, Stormy Mountain, that's all. Whatever, I'm just gonna do it, guys. So... Whoopsie. Looks like they got impatient. Oh well, we actually could knock out the active Umbreon with our Berserk. And we prepared another Drampa on the bench, so that is actually super doing nicely for us. With a Raihan for a boss order. If they Marnie us though, that's gonna be super bad. So Marnie, actually, if you got Marnied, the first thing you need to think about is shuffling your deck. So use item cards before you draw cards out, because there's probably gonna have after your opponent use a Marnie on you, you're very likely to have no supporter cards on your hand, a lot of supporter cards at the bottom of your deck. So it's very important to shuffle your deck if you're unlucky enough to be stuck in that situation. So we're up against a fire deck. Nope, another Umbreon. Wow. Could be the same person. I forgot who I was up against on the last game. Sorry about that, but we got a water energy card. That's perfect. We got a Sonia for our Drampa. We need a Drampa. Should we put that one? Should we put that one? Oh well. I'm just gonna do it. So we got Crobat for... This is the perfect setup. This is the perfect setup. Okay, now we just need a Melody and a Froslass. A Melody and an energy card, really. Or a Froslass and energy card. We got it. We got our Froslass. So if they Marnie us, it's actually gonna be helping us if they Marnie. They got a fire energy. So maybe they're playing Entei. Entei, it would be very interesting if I see an Entei deck. I try to make Entei. I may actually feature Entei on a future video, but it's gonna take a long time. Entei, I mean, it's a really hard card to pull off, you know, Entei. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but I have a few ideas in mind already. So Impact and Entei, you actually get to play any type with your single strike Impact energy card. So we got our water energy, we got another Aurora. Should we do it? I don't think I want to though, because we could Aurora the next turn and use a Froslass to charge up our Drampa, so we don't actually need to use Aurora now. If they don't Marnie us, if they Marnie, it might actually be better because we have no supporter cards in hand. Oh, here comes a Marnie. Whoops, sorry. And another Drampa. Drampa is only 120 HP, but it is a basic Pokemon though, so I would actually prefer it to be 130 just because Rapid Strike cards, you know, Rapid Strike is gonna destroy any Pokemons with 120 HP. Geomax Rapid Flow. Flaffy, Chinchino, Milotic even. Milotic is gonna be dead. Zoroark evolving scars as well. 120 HP only for for a stage 1 is not a good deal. Like, it should be 130 by now for a stage 1 Pokemon. By evolving skies, like, it should definitely be 130 already. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Oh well. We have a Melanie, so I'm just gonna do that. We have a Froslass. Should we use a Froslass now? I don't think they can win just because we are knocking out another V card. Yeah, I don't think they can win, so there's no point continuing the game. But oh well. Drampa didn't get to attack this game, but you guys saw how strong Drampa was on the last game as well. And a few other games before that, Drampa did its work. Drampa actually did its work for this game. So this deck was, you know, I would say about 60-65% successful, just because the main strategy actually worked. The Berserk actually did its work, as opposed to a few of my other decks which actually doesn't, you know, the main cards that the main strategy that I wanted to work I didn't actually get it to function that properly. Like the Medicham deck, Medicham Ice Rider, I didn't get to use the Yoga Loop for its effect, for its extra turn effect. So we're gonna get a Fighting Energy with our Raihan and just end the game right there. If we get an Aurora, if we don't have a Fighting Energy, we're just gonna get an Aurora. So that Medicham allows you to take an extra turn if you knock out a Pokemon with the damage counter that you place with that attack. And I tried to play it with Ice Rider Calibrax VMAX. Ice Rider, if you haven't checked out that video, go ahead to my playlist. It's in the video, it's in my channel. So that deck, we actually I can actually show it to you real quick. So Ice Rider with Medicham allows you to, let's just go ahead for this. I forgot the name of that deck. So Ice Rider with Medicham and Inteleon actually allows you to do 250 to your VMAX, and then use Inteleon to snipe extra damage to that VMAX Pokemon, and then Yoga Loop for the final 2 damage counter for the knockout hit, so that you get an extra turn, a bonus turn to do your Max Lance over another time, so that you get to collect another extra turn on the next turn. So that's how the Yoga Loop is that's how I tried to make Yoga Loop work to function in that manner, but it didn't actually work because Ice Rider Inteleon is enough to do the knockout. You know, you don't need a Yoga Loop anymore. So it was surprising how strong that deck is alone without your Medicham. So Medicham didn't actually do anything for that deck. So let's go ahead for the review for this deck. We are featuring our Dragonite V with the Dragon Gale attack, doing 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon with this attack, 2 energy cost and 2 water energy cost and 1 lightning as well. That means you need your Melody, you need your Froslass to be able to fast charge your Dragonite for those extra energy cards. We have our Aurora energy card. Aurora energy card allows you to discard as well. Also substitutes for that extra energy for your Drampa, that extra fighting energy, or that extra lightning energy for your Dragonite V. So Aurora energy is the main card, the shining card for this deck. You need Aurora if you're gonna make a Dragonite Drampa deck work, because Drampa actually needs that extra. You actually need 3 different types of energy card otherwise. So we have 3 regardless, just because we are playing only 4 copies. We can't actually add more than 4 copies of our Aurora. That's why we have 2 copies of each of those extra type energy cards, and we also have 8 copies of our water type energy, just because we need to discard them early on to be able to use Melanie and to be able to use our Frost Over ability to reattach them from the discard pile to our Drampa, to our Dragonite, to be able to attack fast, so that we get to accumulate enough damage counters on our bench, Pokemon to do extra damage with our Berserk attack, and also to attack fast and win the game easy. Otherwise, if we don't attack by our second turn, we can't win the game, because Dragonite is super slow. That is why we are trying to fast charge it with our Froslass. Bring out your Froslass as early on as the second turn. If you can do it on your first turn, do it already, because you need. That's why we have so many level balls, so many quick balls to summon all of our Pokemons, and 1 Stormy Mountain to get out our Dragonite to be able to charge it from the get-go. From our first turn, we already need to charge 1 energy to our Dragonite already, just in case they use a Crushing Hammer or whatever. Then at least we get to use our Froslass and Melanie, and all we need to do is attach an extra energy from our hand. That actually allows us to attack in a single turn. Within one single turn, we get to attack with our Dragonite Dragon Gale attack, 250 damage, and pile up damage counter on your bench Pokemon to prepare for your Berserk attack on the next turn, and also your future Berserks as well, because we are hitting all of our bench Pokemon with our Dragon Gale. That means not only are you preparing for your first Drampa, you're preparing for all of your next Drampa, all of your next Berserk attacks. So this is how strong your Dragon Gale Berserk combo is. We also have a lot of cards to fast charge our Pokemon. We have one Raihan, and we have 3 Melanies to fast charge our Dragonite V, and we also have our switch cards. Switch cards to allow us to, just in case they play Galarmine, Duran Dex, or if they play any cards that pull, if they boss order our Pokemon and force us to stall just so that they can buy more time to, set up their Pokemon and set up their strategy, then at least we have our Bird Keeper, we have our Air Balloon, and also one copy of our Switch card to be able to, we also have a Scoop Up Net as well for the Switch. Scoop Up Net allows you to recycle your Frost Over ability, and also for the Switch so that we get to attack every turn, which is what we want to do for a standard format deck. So you cannot pause a turn doing nothing unless you have to, unless you're stuck having a bad hand, or if you have to charge up your energy, if they Crushing Hammer you, if they play a lot of Rugged Helmets or Team Yell or Hydro Snipe a lot of times, Aqua Wash or something like that, then you cannot do anything but pause the turn. Then you have to, then that's okay. But because we actually, if they play that, if you're up against those decks, then it might be healthy to think about setting up enough Snorruns and enough preparing enough Water Energy card in your discard pile for a single turn charge up to attack within a single turn, so that you don't actually have to pause the turn attaching one by one and wait for them to Hydro Snipe you, wait for them to use their Team Yell. So you shouldn't do that. You should just don't attach energy until you have until you can do it within a single turn. Until you can do a 3 energy attachment within a single turn to attack with either your Dragonite or your Drampa. So this is how this deck works. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We also have one Boss Order in this deck for that, extra drag effect, because Boss Order is a strong card. You need Boss Order in any deck that you play. So I forgot to name this deck. I'll just call it Hurricane Launcher for now. So hope you guys enjoyed the Hurricane Launcher deck featuring our Dragonite V and Drampa combo. We'll see you on the next video. Have a nice day, and please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you find our videos interesting, entertaining, or fulfilling in any way, we are signing up now, and have a nice day. Bye for now, guys.